Hello guys, today we've got a Bullit Hero 50. If you want to hear the exhaust noise, it'll be at the end of the video. I'll pass you over to James now and he'll tell you some more about it.
Hello, my name is James and this is my Bullit Hero 50. I've had it about 3 months, so it's done me well so far.
So engine size, it's 49cc?
49cc indeed.
And it's a single cylinder, isn't it?
Yep.
Is it fuel injected?
Yes, EFI.
Horsepower wise and 0 to 60 if it has one?
Horsepower wise, it's about 4.3 horsepower, which is top of the range for a 50cc bike. 0 to 60, you won't get it.
So do you know what the torque is on this?
It's about 5 foot-pounds of torque.
5
So it's quite torquey for a 50cc.
How many gears has it got?
It's got 5 gears and legally has to be restricted to 31 miles per hour.
Okay, so how much is it to de-restrict this?
It depends what garage you go to. Typically you're looking between 100 and 300 pounds.
Cool, and is that electronic or is it?
It's fully electronic, so you have to have a program software and there's a few parts that you need to get for it.
So the brakes on this, it's
Yes.
single disc on both, isn't it?
Single disc on both.
Are they good?
They are surprisingly very good. When I first rode this, it surprised me because I went too much on the front brake and it definitely shocked me. So they are very good for what the bike is.
Is it ABS or not?
No.
And it's not a dual braking system either, is it?
No, it's just fully manual.
So wheel size, what are these?
It's 18-inch on the front, 17-inch on the rear.
And have you ever taken it off-roaded?
I have indeed, and that was very fun.
What was it like, traction-wise, suspension?
Traction-wise, I felt completely in control the whole time. Went on several different types of trails. So there was all rocky paths, there was normal trails that you find dog walkers, there was proper off-roading muddy stuff. So all day I felt completely in control. You feel every part of the bike.
What is the frame type and what's the weight of this thing?
It's a normal tubular frame and the weight's around about 130 kg. So quite heavy for a 50.
So seat height, what is the height on this thing?
When you get it brand new, it's about 900 millimeters. After a while, I mean, when I first got it, I was tiptoeing, but now I can pretty much flat foot. So where the monoshock suspension has worn in, it's lowered, obviously.
Okay, tank size and range.
It's a 9-litre tank, and it can get up to about 220 miles per tank.
Lights wise, so you've got really small indicators there, but I'm guessing they're quite good.
Oh, the indicators are extremely bright. You'll see it day, night, fog. Probably the brightest light on the bike, which may be good, may be bad.
And what about the front light? Is that halogen LED?
Front light, there's the daytime light, which is a circular LED, and then you've got a halogen, high beam and fog light.
Storage wise, there isn't any on this.
There isn't any. I mean, you can take the side panel off and there's a toolbox, but that's about it.
Okay, so options for your dashboard, what have you got on there? So lap timer, that sort of thing.
I've got typical stuff. There's not really much. It's rev counter, speed, gear indicator, trip and odometer, and then fuel
Gauge.
Obviously,
not many people are going to be taking this on a long journey, but on any long journey you've done, what was it like comfort wise?
It's surprisingly really comfortable. I think the longest trip I've done on it is about a 2.5 hour ride, and it did me really well. I was really surprised. I got off it and there wasn't really any soreness or pain anywhere. So, very comfy seat. What
are your best and worst things about this bike, and any common problems that you know of that these bikes get?
Right, good points. It's just a really well built bike. There's no flimsy bits or plastic bits anywhere. I mean, the only plastic bit you'd find is the speedo case and the back bracket for the light, but it's all really well put together. Other good points, the suspension. The monoshock suspension at the rear, it surprised me how comfy it was. I mean, it really absorbs the bumps in the road and everything like that. You can still feel it, but it's dampened it a lot. And the upside down forks at the front, going over speed bumps, just stand up and you won't feel anything. So that's the main really good point about the bike. I mean, the tyres, amazing for off-road, but then during actual road times, you don't really notice that they're knobblies. I mean, it takes you about an hour and a half to get used to it, and then after that I felt fully comfortable riding it. So it's not really a main issue.
Okay, so bad points wise, has there been any issues with this?
Bad points, it doesn't like to start in the morning if it's cold. It will take you a few times to start it. What I usually do is start it without the choke, and then it'll cut out. Start it with the choke on, it'll cut out after like 30 seconds, but then once you turn the choke off again, start it, and it'll just stay on, and after that you'll be fine. But that's only cold mornings. I mean, that's 2-3 degree mornings or minus. If you have an L plate and go with bumps, it will scrape against the back tyre, definitely. So that's my 7th one. So if you can get a pack of L plates, get one.
So obviously it's sort of an off-roady style bike.
Yeah.
What is the ground clearance on this?
It's really good. I mean, when I went to green laning before, there was a tree that was blown over, and I managed to get over that. And that wasn't a big tree, but wasn't a small tree. So the ground clearance is really good. And as I mentioned before, with the speed bumps, just stand up and perfectly fine over any size.
So what made you buy this over other bikes?
The main thing that did it for me was the scrambler style. I've always liked the scrambler style bikes. It's really appealed to me. They're really unique, scramblers, I feel. I mean, with a scrambler you can do whatever you want to it. There's so many modifications that you can do if you want to, and you'll have your own bike. If you personalise a bike, it feels like it's part of you. It feels like it's your other half. So like I said, it's really unique and I wouldn't change it. At the time, there wasn't really many 50cc geared bikes available. I mean, there is now. There's a lot more, surprisingly, but it was this or some little mopeds. So I wanted to get gears so I get used to it as I go up through the engine size.
Okay, how much are these new and, well, second hand if you know that?
Brand new, this is about £2,300 on the road. And second hand, if you want to find a good condition one, because they've been doing these for two years now. Most second hand ones you'll find good condition, probably around about 19 to 2,000. Or if you want one that's not in such good nick, you're looking about 17. But they're really, like I said, they're really well made bikes, so it would take a lot to get it in bad condition.
Overall, would you recommend this to someone, you know, starting off from their CVT?
100%. I feel this is the best 50cc on the market. That's my opinion and a lot of other people's opinions. You'll be going to bike nights and everybody will be coming over thinking it's a 125, because I've had more people think it's a 125 than think it's a 50. I'd have one person said it was I thought it was a 250. So you'll definitely get the looks, and especially they'll be really surprised when you say it's a 50.